CNN's Don Lemon arrested at Grammy Awards. Trump administration prosecutes journalist for covering Minneapolis protest. On Thursday, January 30th, federal agents arrested former CNN anchor Don Lemon at a Beverly Hills hotel while he was covering the Grammy Awards. The first time in decades an American journalist has been arrested by federal authorities simply for reporting on political protest. Lemon had traveled to Los Angeles to cover the music industry's biggest night when Department of Justice agents arrived at his hotel and took him into custody. His alleged crime was entering City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota on January 18th to document a protest against immigration and customs enforcement operations targeting immigrant families. Two federal judges in Minnesota had already rejected arrest warrants against Lemon, citing insufficient evidence. When the Trump Justice Department appealed to a third judge, he also declined, writing there was no evidence of criminal behavior. Undeterred, the administration simply arrested Lemon in California, circumventing Minnesota's judicial system entirely and forcing him to face charges in a jurisdiction where they had greater prosecutorial control. Independent journalist Georgia Fort was arrested Friday morning for covering the identical protest. Both journalists are African American, a pattern observers noted with alarm. At least 6 federal prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office for Minnesota resigned rather than participate in what they viewed as unconstitutional prosecution. Sherilyn Ifill, former president of the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, posted on Blue Sky, "The Trump administration is workshopping oppression first on Black, Latino, and immigrant communities, but it always, eventually, comes for everyone." Attorney General Pam Bondi announced the arrests on X, claiming journalists had participated in a coordinated assault on the church, though video evidence showed they were documenting the protest peacefully. The First Amendment protects journalism. The Trump administration had decided that protection no longer applied to reporters deemed hostile to government policy. This represents an unprecedented assault on constitutional governance and the free press itself, consequences that extend far beyond these two journalists to the foundational freedoms all citizens depend upon.